Back with another one. Today I'm going to give you a quick review and a few of my thoughts on Thunderbolts. So Thunderbolts is directed by Jake Schreier, who is known for Paper Towns, which came out in 2015, as well as Robot and Frank, which came out in 2012. Thunderbolts stars Florence Pugh, Louis Pullman, Hannah Kamen, David Harbour, Wyatt Russell, Sebastian Stan, and Julia Dreyfus. So to give you a brief synopsis of the film, an unconventional team of antiheroes which consists of Yelena, Bucky, Red Guardian, Ghost, Taskmaster, and John Walker find themselves ensnared in a death trap and embark on a dangerous mission that forces them to confront the darkest corners of their past. A lot of good things about this one, so let's jump right into it. So right away, Thunderbolts has a number of callbacks from each member's respective show or movie, so it helps if you've seen them. And they also give us like a status update on everybody, so you can see what everybody's been doing as of lately. Yelena is now this jaded assassin. She's tired of the same old, wants to find a new purpose with her life. Bucky is now involved in Congress. Valentina is still manipulating her way to the top, pulling the strings behind closed doors. Red Guardian is still Red Guardian. He's gonna always be him. John Walker is still an asshole. So just a quick little update on everybody. And it's clear that Thunderbolts takes place right after the events of Captain America Brave New World. So good job with the continuity. So I'm gonna try to keep it vague, no spoilers. So I liked how Yelena felt like the heart and soul of this movie, as well as the group. Like, she feels like the source that keeps you connected. So one of the themes I noticed in Thunderbolts is how or if certain individuals have dealt with the trauma in their past. Like, mental health is a big piece of this movie. Like, they really lean on that in this movie, and it's a different approach from Marvel, so I like that. It was cool. I liked how everybody brought their personality to the group. Like, Red Guardian is the comedic relief, but ultimately he's reliable. Like, he gets the job done. Bucky is the seasoned leader. Like, the team starts to mesh when he comes into the picture. John Walker is still super prideful, you can't tell him anything, and they all are headstrong in their own right, and no one wants to take orders from anybody else. I like the concept of bringing this group of people together because they are Avenger rejects, they are misfits, anti-heroes. They are a big dysfunctional family, but this is why it works. There was a cool scene where they happened to encounter each other while on their individual mission. Pretty good action scenes, everybody had their own target. It seemed like a free-for-all. The group is gathered for a specific reason, I won't spoil it, but when they put two and two together, they decide to work together to uncover the truth, no matter the cost. I think that Thunderbolts tried a couple new things with this movie, and to me, I think they pulled it off. It progressed things. There was a sequence that had some directorial shots and concepts that I've never seen Marvel do before, and it was at a very pivotal point in the movie, so bravo for that. Okay, let's talk about the villain. No spoilers. I like his appearance. A lot of people complain about how dark Marvel movies can be visually, and I think this one pulled it off because when you see the villain, it makes you want to keep looking at him, if that makes sense. I like that the villain was multi-layered. He has deep-rooted pain, trauma, almost like a darkness, a void that he battles, and he can't suppress it, you can't run from it, can you control it? And that spills over to specific characters as well, just going back to that mental health thing. It felt like certain individuals were battling themselves in this movie, like the villain versus the villain, you versus you, rather than the basic good guys versus bad guys. So that was a change of pace for Marvel. I wasn't expecting that, and that's what stood out the most to me. I think the villain brought a certain threat level or fear factor to this movie. It was a bit sketchy at first, but he ended up doing things that hit the mark for me. Like, I appreciate a darker, more serious tone. Surprisingly, I can only really remember one time where a serious moment was ruined with a joke. Marvel is known for flooding their movies with jokes, and I'm usually against that. This one didn't have too many as far as the serious moments being ruined by the jokes, so good job for that. So there's a point in the movie where the team starts to find their stride in an organic way. Like, society rejects them, society doubts them, hell, they doubt themselves. Like, this team of misfits are nowhere near even close to living in the shadow of the Avengers, but they are good enough to get the job done. Like, they manage, and it leaves you with that feeling of wanting to see more. They all have internal pain that they battle, society rejects them, they can barely get along, but they're here now. So now what? What's next? For my factual opinion, I would say clean up the CGI a little bit. There was a scene where the CGI was obvious, and then there was another scene where the CGI just didn't look good. So just clean that up a little bit. And also, don't be scared to lean into the darker tones. Like, that was honestly the best part of this movie for me, like the heavier themes, the real battles, And of course, stop playing and joking around so much. All the forced jokes in the serious moments. If you've been following my page for a while, I'm a broken record at this point, so yeah. So there's a mid-credit scene and a post-credit scene, or a post-credit scene, whatever we're calling it these days. It's a little over 2 minutes long, and a lot was done in that time. Like 3 major things were shown that set up the upcoming Marvel movies, and I just like how it felt like a real post-credit scene this time instead of a 25-second clip at the end of a mediocre Marvel movie that's supposed to get us hyped for the next mediocre Marvel movie. You know, like this one was done right. So I had to create a new category for this movie. So shout out to Thunderbolts for that. If I had to rate and categorize this movie, I would give it a 7.5 and put it in the better than expected category. Thunderbolts tried new things. You know, the action was up to par. The plot took turns that I didn't see coming. It had its dark tones that I enjoyed. The villain was powerful and uncontrollable. And the movie ends with you wanting to see what's next. So I'm not mad at that. I want to give you a random fun fact. Louis Pullman, who plays Bob in this movie, also played a character named Bob in Top Gun Maverick.
Thought we wouldn't notice, but we did.
And those are my thoughts on Thunderbolts. If you've seen the movie, leave a comment down below and we could talk about it. As always, thanks for watching, thanks for supporting me. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.